Did your collab have a heart attack or something?
No, it was just something that was out of our control, but...
I mean, heart attacks usually are.
It was something else. It was just, we rescheduled it, but...
For the audience who's unfamiliar, Tiffany has been known to dive into the elder folk.
Senior citizens.
So I couldn't help. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself about making the heart attack joke.
I didn't even think about that. I have a joke with that. I thought it'd be funny, and I made this tagline, one older man at a time, but like I was like, one stroke at a time. Like I'm thinking like, and then I realized I was like, that sounds really bad. One stroke at a time and they're 80. That just sounds... I did not end up using that tagline. I thought it was clever, but then I realized like it sounds like they're going to die after we do it.
Have you had any casualties?
No.
Not yet?
Mm-mm.
But you could be the last thing they see before they go.
Maybe.
Like, I see an angel. I see another angel. I see the light. How did that become your niche?
It started on TikTok. I wasn't even doing collabs with guys. Took me, fast forward and back up. So it took me 2.5 years into the industry before I started actually filming with older men. I did one collab prior to that 2 years into. So I was doing all of these TikToks talking about older men, getting all these older men to subscribe to me. It was all solo stuff. And finally, one day, it was 2 years in, I'm like, I got to start getting older men because they're starting to wonder if I'm actually having with older men. And I contacted Tadpole Studios and I started working with him. And he told me he has all of these older men. I was like, this is awesome. So I worked with a guy named Jack Moore. He's a senior. He worked with, he did a series called The Blue Pill Men. It was like a pretty big thing. Tadpole and I are walking in this shop, just walking around looking at DVDs, just, and I pull this DVD out and it's like the older men section. And I'm just like, just goofing off. And I told him, I'm like, Tadpole, this guy would be perfect. But, he's like, wait, who is that? He goes, oh, that's Jack Moore. I know him. I can call him. I'm like, really? You would call? He's like, yeah. He had him on the phone and he's talking and like he flew in the week later. I went back down to Chicago. It was great. And then we started filming old thanks to Tadpole Studios because he's so professional and he's so passionate about getting older men or men who are out of shape or just guys who are just forgotten. And I don't know, it's a lot of fun. So that's kind of where it started.
So is like this legitimately a fetish for you in real life?
Honestly, I was only with one person my entire life until I started OnlyFans.
Really?
I was very religious and I was very against, even though we did a lot of kinky stuff behind closed doors and a lot of that stuff I've kind of incorporated into my, and it's like it's the craziest stuff that not a normal person would probably do.
I mean, what's normal? What's normal?
Not using duct tape and doorways, holding your cheeks open with duct tape.
I thought that was the use of duct tape. I thought that's what it was intended for.
Just some crazy stuff that I never thought I would be using into my career. And it gets a lot of attention, which, by the way, I have not used duct tape in this industry yet.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Did they stop selling it in Wisconsin? Why have you?
But I do use some of the words that were used. Daddy master. I used that on the set of Private Society. And the producer was like, that's amazing. I don't even know where you come up with these words. And I was like, he's like, I don't even need to guide you. You just say things that I've never heard. And I was like, thanks.
Just that Midwestern creativity.
Yeah.
Why aren't you doing things that you used to do in real life, like on set? Why? Why are you holding off on the duct tape?
Because I'm so busy doing.
What, you can't tape up Grandpa while?
It sounds so bad.
I mean, it's only bad if you don't return him to the home in time.
I feel like that's something more that I would do if it was like a one-on-one and I'm feeling like freaky. But I don't know. I don't know why I haven't tried it in my content.
I understand, like, it might be kind of painful to get it off them. They're generally hairy old men.
No, what we did was I don't know if this is what you were thinking I was doing. We would take the duct tape, put it on, take a long piece like that, put it on the doorway, on that, and then I taped to my. So when I go back, it opens everything. And then
okay. I thought you were taping them.
No. No.
I had visions of just many taped up doorways.
No, using it as like a weird prop.
Nothing wrong with it. If it makes you happy and no one is getting hurt unconsensually, what's wrong with it?
I think it's like a redneck way of using a wing.
Did you ever have any mishaps with that? Just like didn't line it up just right? And
No, it was only done one time.
oh.
Yeah.
Well, then you're batting 1,000.
Mm-hmm. I just thought it was like really weird. I was like, what am I doing? I'm like,
well, how did that subject even get broached? Like, hey, babe, I have an idea. How'd that even happen?
said, hey, I want to try something. I'm okay. I just agreed to it, whatever.
Oh, it's his idea?
Yeah.
Okay. What other weird ideas did he have?
Sawzalls, where you take a dildo and you put it on there's like an attachment. It goes like, I hated that. I felt like I was being stabbed by a dildo.
Yeah, that really is.
And the dildo, I was doing like some crazy shit. Here, today, I'm thinking like, this would be great in my content, but I don't know why. I can't do the sawzall. That just, I felt like I was being stabbed.
Yeah,
like, this is not enjoyable.
Yeah, like the amount of lube that it would take to make that enjoyable probably is quite a bit.
I don't even think I used lube. I just used spit.
That might be the problem. That sounds like a lot of friction.
I never used lube until I got into the industry. I was just using a lot of spit.
Duct tape and spit, you know, makes the world go round, apparently. That is ridiculous. Someone should have educated you on lubricant.
I probably wouldn't have wanted to use lube anyways.
Is that against the Lord? Does God not believe in lube?
No, I just was like, whatever works the easiest.
Lube's super easy. You spray it out of a bottle. Real easy. Gravity does most of the work getting it out of the bottle, too.
I just made things work. I found a way to make it work.
Fair. I mean, but the Sawzall could have worked a little better. Could have. Just, you know, my 2 cents. Just maybe with a little lubricant.
My first toy was called Frank. And then I threw him away like a year later.
Why?
He was left in a bag and the silicone melted.
That's a good reason.
But then later in life, when I started OnlyFans, I got a new dildo from a fan 3 months into doing OnlyFans. And I named him Hank. It was Frank and Hank. And I actually name all of my toys.
Oh, Jesus. Do you have like fucking old school photo album of all your children, all your children? Like sitting on the coffee table, like, you know, we're both Midwesterners. I'm sure your grandparents had this too. Like you go over and like there's the family album book like that's on a coffee table. I could just imagine that full of all your toys. Aw, this is little Frank when I first got him. Isn't he so cute?
No, but I do have them all by memory.
Well, I hope you remember the names of your children. Come on. That'd be really wrong if you're like, oh, I don't remember what the name of this one is. Shit.
I did take it very serious. I forgot one of the names and I was like, oh fuck. So I just gave it a fake name and like I don't even think the fans remembered, but I was like, oh shit, I gotta really remember their names because if I don't remember their names, then I'm just taking it too serious. And like, I don't think they even freaking care.
I mean, they're all probably having post-nut clarity and they're just like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, Kim, what happened? Gotta log off now. Clean up. We're dudes. We're stupid. Like, till you get the poison out, nothing matters.
Mhm.
And then once it's out, it's just like, oh, there's something else I should have been doing right now.